Hey guys, quickie review on the Amazon Basics rechargeables. I picked up a couple packages of both AA and AAA of these and wanted to give them a try because many people have pretty much said that these are really good quality. And of course, there's varying grades of these. You know, they have the regular capacity, they have the high capacity and all that. And these are just the regular capacity Amazon Basic batteries. Now, what I did to test these things out is I do have several smart chargers and was able to have the capability to perform a discharge test that measures the amount of capacity, the milliamp hours. Now, Amazon does advertise that these things have about 2,000 milliamp hours for the AA's and about 800 for the AAA's. I tested probably, I think I did four each actually. Just picked four at random, tested them, and I got anywhere from like 1950 up to 2200 milliamp hours for the AA's, which is right on par with what they're advertising. And the AAA seemed to be a little more consistent. They were all between like 800 and 850. So right on where they say they're supposed to be, and which is good because a lot of people just really lie about it. Now the only other factor when it comes to a rechargeable like this is also self-discharge. How much does the battery lose over time? So how I tested that was I took basically those four batteries, I tested, charged them back up to full, and then what I did was let them sit for about, it's probably like 1 day shy of 2 weeks, and basically put it back in the charger, let it charge back up, and got an idea as to how many milliamp hours went back into it. Now, a low self-discharge battery, pretty much a good one like an Eneloop, should only lose maybe 5% in that first month, and then over the course of like the next year, it's only going to lose maybe another 5% over the course of that entire year, and you're only going to lose maybe like 10 or 15% over that time period. So if you're looking at a 2,000 milliamp hour battery, you would expect over the course of a year to lose about 200 milliamp hours, or maybe 300. 200 to 300 we'll say. So I did these after 2 weeks, and I lost around 350 milliamp hours. Now I know this is not the best and most scientific way to test it, but comparing that to the Eneloops I own, these things definitely have a lot more of a problem with low self-discharge compared to the Eneloops. They're not as good. Now, compared to, say, just my plain old nickel metal hydride rechargeables, these do hold a lot more charge over that time. For example, I do have some Tenergies that are not low self-discharge, and after 2 weeks, they've probably lost about a quarter of their charge after 2 weeks. So they definitely hold up better. Probably I'd say about twice as good, but still nowhere near as good as the Eneloop. So I think these are a really good investment for the price. I think if you really need high super end performance, spend the money, get the Eneloops. But for what I'm using these for, which is pretty much my kids' toys, these are absolutely fantastic. They're worth the money. They have the good capacity. They just, they are going to drain a little bit quicker than an Eneloop, but not as bad as your run-of-the-mill nickel metal hydride that is not low self-discharge. So I hope you enjoyed, and any questions, feel free to leave comments or anything to add to the discussion.